until then, you mind your business and you don't.
Yeah.
So
okay.
if I'm asked to do something, he know I do it.
So maybe it's more like a
See, now you ain't gotta ask me no more.
Yeah.
Right. No, you don't gotta ask him once you ask him to do it. But if you don't ask him to do it, it'll never get done.
Okay. So it's just a message that he that's all. All right. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. All right. Yeah.
Right. I had a question for you. So how was you, being so young, able to notice that your people weren't your people?
Okay. From the day that I was young enough to understand, I knew from the day that I was young enough to understand that I wasn't like them, but I fell into their way of living until I could really take note of, like, this isn't how the world is, because I was very sheltered. And they never took a risk. They never did it. Listening to them.
Right.
They've never done anything that is interesting to me.
Because of that, right? That's a good point, right?
I love this.
Right. Break that down. How do you take that? If you come from my rib, I tell you to submit. You supposed to submit.
Yeah, I don't like when people tell me what to do. Right. I don't like when I left my family, that was the moment that nobody was ever going to tell me what to do ever again. And then I was dumb and got into a relationship. If the relationship, it's my favorite to go. It's not comfortable. You listen. It's my favorite to go. It's not comfortable. You listen.
Talk more about spirit animals, right? You said something about the bird.
Yeah. I love
about spirit animals, right? You said something about the bird.
Yeah. I love. Okay, so this is the lucky cat that I got done on me. So I got a protection up here too, but this right here, this sat with Bassett at all times. That sat with Bassett at all times. Bassett and Sekhmet are my two. You know, it's as above, so below, of course. So when I see cat, I see power.
Yeah.
I see love. Right. I see war at the same time, just like Ishtar. That's why I got the 8-pointed star on my head. That's why I've got everything. There's a lot of art on me that has to do with it, you know what I mean? That's why I've got everything. There's a lot of art on me that has to do with it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So to me, cats are. They're not the submissive. They don't listen.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the thing that they do. So I love that about them. That's why a lot of people don't like them because they don't listen. Not like a dog, you know.
Right. And this is the X-Files when we revealed the previously unrevealed. And talking about cats, I'm going to say this, right? A black cat is also receptive to bad energy. Mm-hmm. You got a black cat in your house, it can actually take the bad energy for you, and the cats can also see the spirits, right? So a lot of people don't understand what a cat do. A cat not like a dog, right? A dog is very different from a cat. A cat is the divine feminine, and it was outlawed, sort of like the snake, right? The snake is outlawed as well, right? But the bird. Let's get back to the bird, because you said something about dead birds, and I gotta understand what this means, right?
Okay. It's the weirdest shit ever. It's so odd. And when I say this, people are like, "What the fuck do you mean?" Birds have always been is freedom to me, and that's my main thing. Like on TikTok, this freedom family I created this family for people that are different, for the misfits that aren't involved with everything that their family wanted and think. So the birds have always been freedom to me. They just get up and fly. They just go. There's nothing stopping their wings. That's all I've ever wanted to do. It's all I ever have done since the day that I could leave, fly, go. So birds have always meant so much to me, but then I wasn't listening to spirit. I wasn't listening.
No water.
Water was not.
Like, comment, subscribe, share the video.
Oh, shoot, my fault.
Yeah.
For more content like this, hit the notification.
Talk to me. This was confirmation. That's all it was confirmation.
Yeah. The water went on the floor. No water actually.
like what?
Right. Well, let's talk about this. Like, a lot of people want to say stuff about witches, but I know that witches were outlawed and attacked by the government because of their power, right? What you know about witches?
It's energy work. That's all it is. It's energy work. This is all vibration. This is hermetic law. Everything is vibration. There's no denying that. People be like, oh, I'm always on that spiritual law of course.
Right.
You can't. This isn't thought. This is a thought that became
Like,
physical
comment,
because somebody
subscribe,
thought of
share
it, got that
video.
word from God, tangible. So yeah, that's. I figured I was going somewhere with this.
You
little
went
voice.
exactly where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, not gonna get 103.5.
Right.
You might get static. You might get some interference,
Right.
but you're gonna get on the same frequencies. That's how we interacted. That's how we met. Because I would have never knew you if I wasn't on this frequency. You know what I mean? We
As me, knowing you. Right. And that's kind of crazy. I was just telling him all the time, like, what messed me up is low vibrational people around, they don't need to be around me because I can pull their thoughts.
Yeah, no.
I can pull their thoughts so easily.
Yeah, and you will,
Yeah.
because their mind is too open.
Yeah.
Their mind, they have too much. They're too susceptible to shit. So, and of course, the way you are, it's
I can read it.
simple. It's very simple.
And that's why I know when he vibrate low, when I read his mind, when he vibrate high. Right, like, right. I'm afraid he disappears, and that's because, like, a lot of times he disconnects his emotion. And I tell people they gotta disconnect their emotions in order to kind of like really love life or live life.
Emotions are indicators.
Right.
That's all. It's just letting you know how close or how far you are from God. That's it.
Right.
So if you feel good, that's what God wants. That's how you continue to help people that actually want to be helped. We can get back to that. But if you're not on that frequency of even if you feel like you need contrast. You have to be shown.
Wow.
Okay, this doesn't feel good to me. Because if we was always in bliss, what would the point of anything be?
Right.
Nothing would feel good. So if you,
I'm not listening.
I know.
Wow. You fucked me up with that.
Thank you, and I'm blushing and shit.
Right.
Right on camera. You're making me right on camera. So that's the thing. So if you are
There's only
feeling
3
good,
people sitting there.
that's the best place you can be. You feel bad, then you're obviously low vibrating. You just what is the problem? What is the issue? And that's all emotions are. People run off of emotions, anger, frustration. They make decisions out of happiness and in the moment, and then they fuck their life up because they,
trying to be happy or sad.
Exactly.
Right. And that's what I tell people a lot of times, right? How do you feel, Bob, about happiness, right? Because a lot of people watching this, they just want to live their life to be happy. But I tell people all the time that I don't got to be happy, and I'm still happy. I'm happy with the bad. Right? Because I understand the bad is just going to let me know that something good is coming. Right? So as long as I make a new decision.
Right. You create your own happiness with whatever you choose to make you happy.
Be rich in
Right, that's what I
spirit.
think about it. I don't feel like people have a lot of time to be angry or sad about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to figure it out and keep going.
Right.
And if that'll make me happy, you know what I'm saying?
And that's happiness.
You're smart, Bob.
Yeah, you're Bob very smart. See, a lot of people got something to do with me. I'm a very outspoken person, right? I'm gonna speak something with no feelings attached, right? So that means as soon as you change, I forgot about it, right? There's no problem with me. But when you don't change,
That's the issue.
that's the issue, right?
Especially when you know somebody like me and you. If I'm giving you my energy and you don't take it, that's what pisses me off. Like if I physically I haven't dated in over 2 years. I don't like dealing with people. The last time I dealt with somebody was a fucking mistake.
Right.
And I knew better. And after I dealt with somebody, I looked at the motherfucker and I said, after this, I need to have a conversation with God.
Yeah.
I'm not like no joke, literally. I was like, what? Because I already know this was dumb.
Right. A lot of women in relationships, right? I just want to know what made you come to that point. Like, what in relationship made you say, hey, this not right. I'm not supposed to submit to no man. I'm not supposed to do this. What was the situation that made you come to that point?
I knew I've known after the last however many that I need to be by myself. I've said this I literally send, there's this song by The Weeknd called The Rolling Stone. It's called Rolling Stone.
Right.
And there's a lyric in there that says, until you're used to my face and my mystery fades, I got you. So love me before they all love me. That's why, like, Rolling Stone is my thing. And he even said, there's a bunch of shit that song is me, but it always tends to be that motherfuckers get used to me.
Right.
They see this, they see the whatever, even before the viral, even before all this TikTok, whatever, before the big, shout out to the Freedom Family, before all this, they saw the energy.
Right.
They saw what I did. They saw that everybody's going to see that I'm a fake-ass phony.
Oh,
Everybody's going to see that I'm actually not this person. So now what I have to do, instead of on her and saying, yeah, you got this vow, instead what they do is, fuck you, I'll ruin everything for you.
Right.
Or, fuck you, I'm gonna make you forget who you are.
Right.
I'm gonna make you think that you're incapable. I'm gonna think that you are not this person. And that's what always would fuck me up with the ones that happened with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the decision was, one day I just looked at everything and I was just like, this is pointless to me.
Right.
Not only do I do this by myself, but I don't have family. I never needed family, and I think the only reason why I always was in relationships, long-term ones, was because not only because I wanted to save people, but because I just felt like that was something that I had to do. You know what I mean? Like, we're fed this story of like, oh, love is this, love is that. Community is all that's necessary. People that understand you, the same vibration as you. It doesn't have to be somebody you gotta fuck all the time. It doesn't have to be possession. It doesn't have to be somebody keeping you to, you know what I mean? And then hiding you away so nobody else can see you.
That's what a lot of men do. They put a ring on a female, they hide them away so other men can see them.
Yes, or they don't put a ring on it.
And then just hide
them away. Yeah, they still hide them away. Exactly.
Right. He probably got a few hidden right now.
That's all right.
No, you don't. I like to play with Bob a lot, but Bob is very like.
Cool.
Yeah, he's very, very cool. He got the same type of spirit as me and you because one incident, he's gone. Right? He do not go back and forth. He do not argue. I never seen him argue. If you argue with him, he would completely be quiet, don't say nothing, and then be gone.
Yeah, that's it. Because what are you wasting the energy for?
Right.
For what? You don't have to give them your energy. It's too powerful. It's too much. And then when you do, I like explaining myself when people fuck with me, and I'm like, you really know, like, what happened? I'll tell you. You're an asshole. This is exactly what you did, and I'm not fucking dumb.
Right.
And you're treating me like every other stupid bitch that you ever been in contact with. So you understand that, you don't have to do that. Maybe I should actually take some notes. Maybe I should shut the fuck up when people.
No, that's authenticity. I believe that if people don't hear it, they'll never know.
That's all.
Right? Yeah. If they don't hear it, they'll never know.
And that's why I do it.
You gotta do
Something
it.
doesn't stop me.
So,
and if I need to stop, I will. But
no, I don't think you do. So what do you feel about people that think that, like, they tell me all the time, hey, you spiritual, so why you doing this? Why you yelling or why you being aggressive?
Who are they?
I don't know.
Tell you exactly.
Right.
They're nobody. They're nobody to say anything. They have no more power than you do, if not less.
Right.
Definitely less. Because you did the work.
Right.
You took the accountability. You did everything that you needed to do to be this person, and that's why you help so many people and you teach so many people and you do these things so effortlessly. Because you're supposed to. So anybody who tells you you're doing anything wrong is the wrong one.
That's what I like to say.
Yeah.
Right. So we talk a lot about relationships. We talked about submission, right? But she said something about vibration. Right. What's the difference between a 3D and a 4D reality?
Can we skip to 5D?
For more content like this, put
3D
that notification bell right now.
4D, that's people get stuck there. If they leave this place and they're like, oh, I'm a little bit high, and then they get stuck. There's still attachments there.
Yeah.
This is the place of attachments.
Right.
This is the place of pain. This is the place of learning. This is the place of all the things that you need to do. Okay, yeah, fine. But when you get to the 5D, this is a completely different. Of course, we live in 3D, so we have to be here. So when people say, oh, you do this, you do that, and you well, that's because I still live in the third dimension. But here, I'm 5D. I'm so beyond all this. I can still do this silly shit.
Right.
And still be way more high vibrational than half the motherfuckers you've seen. You know what I mean? So people try to tell you, but and what are they doing? That's not vibration at all. But 5D is where we need to be.
Right.
Because if you're attached, if you're worried about time, like I couldn't tell you. I said, well, didn't I say
What is
time? It's today. What is today exactly?
I don't know what today is.
No,
I don't either. I don't know how old I am.
No.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
That's okay.
Okay.
No, that's fine. You don't. For what? To show you how close you are to getting older and older and older, and then make you freak out about dying and make you freak out about your body hurting when you get older. For what?
Right.
What?
So you feel that age itself, or people thinking they getting older itself, is kind of like detrimental to the person itself.
I don't celebrate birthdays. I get tattoos and shit on I go and get put on my body on my birthday. Yeah.
Right.
I got the third eye pierced on my 33rd birthday. That's to complete the triangle. The threes is always
Yeah, I see that. Right. I noticed you got a lot of tattoos, a lot of body work. Right. And my viewers watching this, I noticed you said something one time about, hey, what you guys think I got cancer because I got a bald head?
Yes.
Right, I watch you. You know I watch you. I love you.
And I'm like, I am an alien. It's RH negative over this way, so it's is I'm knock you
On
away, so
everything.
I don't
I
have
thought
to.
she was watching this. I thought she was a AI. Y'all know they got artificial intelligent robots that can talk to each other that look just like her. I mean, they got some that look like me and you too, but the average one be looking like that.
Yeah!
Start to
Yeah,
talk
I'm
to
well, me. Yeah, finish, please. Because we vibrating high as a bitch.
As a motherfucker.
Let's get it.
So that's exactly what it is. So I don't want to look or conform to this. So people tell they always think that
Yeah,
I have
man,
to
this
be
one high
something
vibration.
wrong with me
Right.
or I have to be sick, which I do also want to touch on that because am I sick? Yes, I do have something that is going on with me that's been happening for about a year.
Right.
That I don't want to fix all the way. And remind me about MCAS, and you're gonna lose your mind when you hear about this.
Right.
And why I don't want to all the way fix it, because I don't feel like it's exactly anyway, I'll get into this anyway. But yeah, no, they think something has to be wrong with you
Right.
when you look different or you do different things. They see back to the submissive women are supposed to have long hair, they're supposed to have this, they're supposed to have that. Completely against everything that is that. This is they see me and they're like, oh my god, what, you do this to yourself, or they say, oh my god, what did you? My favorite.
She just want to be different. You can't knock that.
What did you do to yourself? I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
you mean?
It's actually good to the eyes because what I notice is all the women in the world kind of like look the same, talk the same, walk the same, and they're the same. You date one, you date them all, right? So when people see people like you, of course, I think that
When they come to that statement, and I'm gonna let the video play, I just want to say, I feel like, it's a thin line between being you and being authentic and all that and wanting attention. It's a thin line, so you gotta be careful and tread lightly with that. Cause like to some people, I know for a fact they saying that she is definitely geeking, crazy, whatever you want to call it.
kind of let them know that why am I looking like this? I'm talking about people that look normal.
Yes.
They don't want to look normal.
Yes.
They want to look like you because you have enough confidence to look like you look as good.
You ever read the 4 Agreements?
No, you gotta tell me.
Okay, it's
Leave a
one of them is
comment.
don't take anything personal. It's
Share
one
the
of the 4
video.
Agreements, though. Oh, fucking
Bob know everything.
Fucking
Bob know everything.
Fucking Bob, man.
Bob know everything.
Look,
The
this
more
is-
likes we
so,
get,
one
the
of
more we pop up in
four-
the
there's 4
algorithm,
agreements,
y'all.
but one of them is
It's
so it's a practical
2025.
guide
We
to personal
will win
freedom.
this
Is what
year.
it says on the front of the book. And what that is,
We
it's
will not be
saying
defeated.
that you don't take anything personal.
Marty
Saying
Fuller
things
is
that
a
they're saying
clout
to you
chasing
because they
bastard.
feel that way about themselves.
Right.
So that's why you think I'm dope because you're dope. That's why I think you're fire because I'm fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's,
I know
it's
it's
never about what's
meatball
actually going
ass
on with
had
you.
me.
It's what they see in you. It's just a mirror of themselves. It goes back to the thing of men seeing
wanna
a little
meet you
5
one
foot
day,
tall,
man.
crazy, bald, tattooed face bitch, and be like, oh no, this is too much. This is, and then try to put it down.
Yeah, because they
I
gonna see your
can't see
dominance.
hanging out
right?
with somebody
when they
like
see
that,
you like
though.
this, oh, she got her own mind. And I'm a man.
Would
Men do
definitely
not like
be
women
in
with their
front
own
of
mind.
And I've been doing it by myself forever. So
Right.
people think that they can come to my life and bring me the same peace that I bring myself.
It's impossible.
It never happens.
It's impossible.
I lose every bet that I place on everybody else.
Wow.
When I bet on me, it's never a lost bet. Never.
Right.
Never. I always win when it's me.
Right.
Always.
And you said something, you told me to go back to it. I think it's time to go back to it.
The
Right.
MCAS
Yeah, right
the
about
sick,
now.
The sick shit.
The sickness.
So, I got mold poisoned in an apartment. I isolated myself for almost 2 years because I needed no distractions. I needed to hear God.
Right.
No friends, no nothing. Just stayed to myself. It was too damn. So I ain't dated in about 3 years. Time. Fuck it. Anyway, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So, I started getting sick. I eat a regular plate of food that I've always ate. With some pasta with some butter sauce. It was just because I fuck tomatoes. So I'm sitting here eating, and out of nowhere I start not being able
Tomatoes
to
be good
breathe,
as shit.
like anaphylaxis. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is like an allergic reaction. And my whole life I've always had weird. Like when I was a baby, I could only wear palate.
Oh, That's my time.
white gold in my ears. I could only, my mom got my ears pierced. It was a whole thing because I had a fucking crazy allergic reaction. Boom. So I rushed to the hospital because I had no Benadryl. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They gave me all this Benadryl. They pumped me with a bunch of shit, and they're like, "You have an allergic reaction. What are you allergic to?" And I was like, "The fuck are you talking about? Like, what were you doing?" I was eating a plate of pasta. It was chickpea pasta. It was the same shit that I always eat. What are you talking about? And then, like, there's something in your food that you were eating and you started to swell up and suffocate on.
But you want to see a fake doctor?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Look, and you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Stop going to business. So I said, okay. Obviously, they couldn't help me with nothing, so I went home and I was like, bet. So I started to eat my food again. I then, though, before I got home, Benadryl. I grabbed Benadryl first because I knew that if I'm having some random allergic reactions, then this is gonna happen again. And I had allergic weird to habanero peppers in like 2013 or something. It was the weirdest thing ever. And I only touched them. And I had to take 6 Benadryl. That's how I learned that Benadryl would save me. Long story short, got this Benadryl, went home, ate a different plate of food, made something completely different. I was like, maybe there's something in it. You know what I mean? Maybe there's like some contaminant or something, whatever. Different, just a salad. Same fucking thing happened. Wow. And I was like, you bitch. So, took this Benadryl. And I started to have to do this weird, like, elimination of everything. I cleansed my entire home. It was so much. And I was very confused because this happened out of nowhere. I was talking to my heart, Dottie. Right. And I said, I met her on TikTok, literally, and she's been everything to me. And I'm talking to her.
Hit that like button, yo. Hit that like button.
What's going on? She's like, is there mold in your apartment? Wow. Be in that apartment all the time. I did not go anywhere but to go take my money out for rent and come back home, or the crystal shop, or the lake or something. But I literally stayed inside. So
come on, y'all. We gotta run it up.
I'm looking, and it did. The basement it smelled mildewy. It was an old apartment. It was an old place. So I'm looking, and I pull the front of my air conditioner off. Ecosystem in that bitch, okay? Literally ecosystem. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I fucking clean it up, and I start, and I'm swelling. It was warm at the time, so I'm swelling up. I'm like, found the allergy, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. So then I kept having all these reactions, so I had to go back to the hospital 3-4 times because I couldn't figure it out. And I wasn't going to go to I don't even have a regular doctor. I haven't had a regular doctor, man. So I said, okay. I go, and they're like, have you ever talked the last time that I went? Have you ever talked to a psychiatrist? You ever talked to a therapist? I think this is something a little deeper than.
The what?
That's what I said. I said, get this fucking IV out of me. Yeah. Get this out of me. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Fuck you guys. And I left. Like doctors anyway. So I go home. I start researching it. MCAS is mast cell activation syndrome. So it's where your body thinks that it's allergic to things that it's not allergic to. Like there's anything. It smell like what the table was wiped off with. It makes me hot. I get hot. That's why if my face is red, it's literally because because of the chemicals. So it's poison. It's the food. It's where your mast.
Oh no, I just got something. So whenever you come around poison, you react to it. Make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Hence why I don't want to fix it for real.
Right.
I fixed it so that I stopped. I figured out what the problem was, so I didn't suffocate all the time anymore. But I take no medicine. I do nothing. So I went on questdiagnostics.com actually, and I went and got my own blood work done.
Right.
And I brought it back to that fucking hospital, and I was like, y'all believe me now? And they were like, oh my God, wow. This does look like MCAS, and yeah, it looks like you were mold poisoned and you are allergic to mold. Right. So here's the protocol that we're gonna start. I said, y'all think I came here for help? I came here to tell y'all, fuck y'all. I don't need psychiatric help, and I don't need y'all's physical help either. I'm gonna go figure it out myself. Right. That's what I've been doing for a year now. So this is, I still smoke this stupid ass vape. I quit smoking weed and everything because it made me too docile. It made me too. I needed to feel. I needed to be directed by my emotions.
That happened to me is why I stopped smoking.
No.
I just stopped smoking right now.
No.
I've been smoking almost 26 days.
No.
Because I needed to feel.
Oh my God. Yesterday was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or 2 days time. Fuck it. Literally.
Yeah.
Oh.
It happened to me too.
That's amazing.
We get the same download.
And that's so funny. It's because we're talking to the same God.
We get the same ones, right?
We're talking to the same God.
But if you're watching this is the X-File. We revealed the previously unrevealed, right? And she just revealed something.
And that's so funny. It's because we're talking to the same God.
We get the same ones, right?
We're talking to the same God.
But if you're watching this is the X-File. We revealed the the previously unrevealed, right? And she just revealed something. Doctors don't study the body, they study medicine.
Yep.
Right? So they try to prescribe her medicine for a problem that didn't exist. And then try to say she was crazy, they put her in a psych ward, and that psych ward did exist. Right?
That's how it is. And I wasn't going there.
You didn't need to go there, right?
No.
So crazy about it, right? I know that women are healers, right? And if you can heal people, you can heal yourself, right? So how did you get to the point where you say, you know what, I need to heal myself, and how did you heal yourself? Or did you?
So far.
Yeah, so far.
So I've been working on my vagus nerve.
Right.
I've been working on my vagus nerve, that fight or flight. It's the thing that is a whole thing. I'll get into it, but long story. I've been working on my vagus nerve.
Right.
I've been working on my vagus nerve, that fight or flight. It's the thing that is a whole thing. I'll get into it, but long story short, it's Latin for the wander. It's the longest nerve in the body. It takes in sense on my vagus nerve.
Right.
I've been working on my vagus nerve, that fight or flight. It's the thing that is a whole thing.
You get to the point where you say, you know what, I need to heal myself, and how did you heal yourself? Or did you?
So far.
Yeah, so far.
So I've been working on my vagus nerve.
Right.
I've been working on my vagus nerve, that fight or flight. It's the thing that is a whole thing. I'll get into it, but long story. I've been working on my vagus nerve.
Right.
I've been working on my vagus nerve, that fight or flight. It's the thing that is a whole thing. I'll get into it, but long story short, it's Latin for the wander. It's the longest nerve in the body. It takes in sensory information, lets your body know to either freak the fuck out or you're fine. So it can let you know rest and digest, or it lets you know it's the autonomic nervous system. So it lets you know either A, you need to bug out, or you need to just chill because it's nothing. Like I always said, I tell people all the time when I explain it, it's like, you know, like pops and bangs on the exhaust on cars where it's like real loud. That's shootouts to my vagus nerve.
Right.
Because the shit that I...
And shoot out to my nerves too off of the trenches.
You understand?
If I heard, I'm looking for my gun. I'm just gonna keep it real, right?
You understand.
Yeah.
Above, so below.
Right.
So, when that's happening, that's just an example. When that's happening, boom. That's like, you know, you need to freak out. My system is telling me this is not good, you need to freak out. Even though it might be good, now my body's just like, all this fucked, all this point. I've been a vegetarian for over, fucking 10 years now, but I eat like 7 things. Like it's very minimal. So I'm working on that, and it's more a mental thing than anything. It's more getting that nerve correct. It's more about fixing something a little deeper that's going on. It's where trauma's held. It's where all the things are stored.
Right.
And I also think, because when I got to Vegas, it got absolutely insane when I came back to where I needed to come back to.
Right.
It was called grid worker. I needed to be here.
Right.
Everything turned upside down. It was because I was this close. I was this close to the desired reality.
Right.
So everything started to fuck up for me. Like everything started to fuck up for me, and it was very odd. So I think that it's also it's just letting me know that there's not everything.
That kind of struck me. You said something about the nervous system, right?
Yeah.
I tell people all the time that, hey, you need to retrain your nervous system. You stuck in survival mode, so you're taking everything offensive. I believe that people shouldn't be reactive to even to words, right? I think that, but explain to them about the nervous system. How do you retrain your nervous system? Has it been fucked up for so many years?
There's a couple things you can do. First, you have to understand that
What can you
you're
do?
not broken.
Right.
Your brain's just trying to keep you safe.
Right.
That's all it is. Your brain's just trying to keep you safe because it's been through a bunch of things. Your brain's trying to keep you safe. So there's things like EFT tapping. There's things like splashing water, cold water on your face. There's ways to really get into it. But you have to actually face the things that are fucking you up, and not the people do shadow work like, oh, you sit with the emotions, you sit with what happens. Understand why these people did these things to you. That's the answer to everything, because it never was you that was the issue, but your nervous system is telling you you're the problem. There's something wrong with you. There's something, you gotta get it together. It's them.
Right. I like to tell people all the time, when a person get mad at you for something, I mean, it's a trigger, and the real problem is deeply under there, and it's not even me or you or nobody. They're reacting based off past or trauma.
That's it.
Right, and they don't even know what that trauma is because they think in their mind that they got rid of it. Right, and then every other thing kind of like makes you remember that without remembering that. I know it sounds crazy though, right? You think like, I'm mad at you, but I'm really not mad at you. I'm really mad at me.
Right.
Right.
Is that how you feel sometimes when you?
No, I gotta retrain my nervous system. I don't I had a problem. Even when I get mad, I don't feel that rage. If I used to kill, I used to feel rage. Even when I get mad now, I don't feel that rage, but I would still stand up. Her rage is never there, right? And I think that people need to understand that because that was like a nervous system problem, right? Because I felt the rage. Now I'm gonna fuck you up without feeling the rage, right? Because I'm gonna fuck you up and be calm. But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna fuck you up and not fuck the person up that didn't do nothing to me, right? A lot of people want to fuck you up and fuck everybody up because now they just upset as a nervous system problem. You was never the problem. Right. So, have you ever been in a situation where you knew that you was not the problem and the person treated you as you was the problem?
Oh, always.
And how do a person? A lot of people right now they think that being spiritual, being enlightened, come with being a pussy.
Yes.
Right. That's what they think.
I tell them, don't let this fool you. Really, like the calm. Don't let my favorite thing. You don't know how much violence it took to get this calm.
Wow.
It's the reason. It's the reason. All this that I had to do, the things that I've been through, my right hand is twice the size of my left. I got all types of this, all types of things. This is how I had to live.
Right.
Now I don't have to do anything. Now all I gotta do is go stand in some water.
Right.
And
stand in some water.
Yeah.
Now, listen. When she first got here, right, it was kind of crazy. A lot of people, first thing they see,
To live.
right.
Now I don't have to do anything. Now all I gotta do is go stand in some water.
Right.
And
stand in some water.
Yeah.
Now, listen, when she first got here, right, it was kind of crazy. A lot of people, the first thing they see, they look for grass. Okay, you got grass. And they notice my grass is fake. She didn't ask about the grass. She said, is that water back there? Right. So, in your water's constant. Like, so explain to people why you was looking for water and why water was so important.
It's always so important. That's why the water also fell when there was no water.
I heard.
You know what I mean? That's so weird.
There was no water.
It was so weird.
I'm not lying, bro. It happened.
It was crazy. So we both looked at each other, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I thought she dropped the water bottle. I looked at the water bottle. It was nothing.
Yeah.
But
And
water fell. I wish he was there.
It was like
You
it
looking
sounded.
crazy.
I had just walked off.
I wish he was there.
It sounded like drops.
Yes.
On the floor. What did you just say? Water.
Water.
It's it's vibrational. You talk to it. It crystallizes. It's different. It literally takes a whole.
It's funny that that's being said. I don't mess around. Water.
Holds memory.
Oh my God.
It holds memory. And when I saw the water, I'm like, there's nobody has fucking water. Like at a park and like a pond or something, you know, like some, but it holds memory. That's why I was like, no way.
I almost fell. Caught myself.
There's water and the hummingbirds was everywhere too. I was like, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yes, it really holds memory, and that's why they poison the water, right?
Yep.
That's why everybody running around drinking water that holds dead memory because they don't want you to learn it. So if you're drinking the water off the faucet, it kind of like is dead memory.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh,
right. Explain to them about that because I don't think they understand.
Yeah, no, all types of chemicals and all types of things that's in this water too is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. They add all types of everybody knows about the fluoride and shit. Everybody knows about the fluoride.
But what they don't know about
all the other that they put in there. There's metals and all types of our water. There's so much in our water, and we don't even know all that's in the water.
Right.
And they don't want us to.
Right. What I like to tell people is this, right? You treat your body as a vehicle for your soul, right? And it's sort of like a car, right? You got a car and they tell you, hey, put this gas in your car, right? The high gas, and then you put the low gas in it. What's gonna happen to that car? It ain't gonna run properly. Right. And it's the same thing with your body. Your body makes its own water, a lot of people know, but it don't make enough for you to live off of. But when you need to put more back in it, you need to put the correct water back in it so you can live properly and run properly, right? But a lot of people don't do that, right? A lot of people think, oh, I'm dehydrated, let me drink water. You dehydrated, it gets you free. Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's the electrolytes.
Right.
You need
So,
the extra.
you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about food, right? I'm a firm believer that food is poison and they poison us. But what do you feel about food?
I don't like food. I don't like food. Actually, if you want me to be dead ass, I've always struggled with food since 11 years old. My mother was 98 pounds for my whole life. So it was very, so I took on those things as well. So me and not eating food have always been,
We gotta get conscious in the earth. Now we're gonna do another chapter. I feel up to it. Last chapter we did. The last chapter that we did. Today Friday. Listen, y'all. So I was going to have to leave for another idea. So Lovey runs into this black lady. My story. Grand Journey, chapter 9. Oh no, we way past that.